was I met Leah when I was doing recognition at Master Consultant. It's not called that anymore, Superstar Saturday. And I was on stage and Kath came over and she was like, "We have a car driver." And I'm like, "Where? Like on stage, like in the Reds?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yay, you guys have a car driver." And here comes this very quiet, very sweet Leah. And I was like, "I don't know who you are, but I'm so excited." And so she, of course, had earned her car as a consultant, you guys, which is huge. And then the following Sunday, I get a messenger message and it says, "Did I just see you walk into church?" And I was like, "Are you at my church?" So you guys, Leah, actually, we go to church together and didn't even know it. And so I have her little boy back with me in kids' church, and I get like 3 hugs every Sunday, sometimes more. He's always in my small group. We've become best friends, and I love her little guy. And then she has a little girl, a little bit younger. But you guys, we're just so excited. Leah, we appreciate you giving up some time tonight, especially on a Monday evening. We're cheering you on, you guys. She is in DIQ. Becoming a director, because you guys, she's already doing the work. Like, she finished April requirements early. I saw her at church and she's like, "Yeah, I'm done for the month." She's like so sweet about it. I'm like, "Girl, that's huge. That's huge." So she is going above and beyond. Um, and I'll let her tell you about it, but really we're going to talk about tonight, you guys. Let me read this. She began in June of 2020 after teaching for 15 years. It was right in the middle of COVID, so everything had started virtual. So she did that because she had little ones, right? Hers now are 5 and 6. And so they were really little. So she went virtual, stayed virtual. She's been a star every quarter. She became an elite team leader in September of 2022. And she earned her first career car. This is when I met her in January of 2023. And then we went to her pickup party on May of 2023. She's been a Princess Court Achiever twice, which means she sold at least 20,000. And then Queen's Court means she sold 40,000 plus in 2021. She's working towards the Queen's Court of Sales this year and finishing directorship. She currently, I did not know this, Leah. You guys, she already has 24 team members. That's awesome. So she already has the unit. She's just finishing up those last requirements and she's going to be a director. Oh my gosh, she's already wearing the Barbie pink. We're so excited to hear from you tonight.
Oh.
And Leah, you can start out telling me about how many faces. I don't have that exact number. I know it was over 100 and something that you did in like 3 months. Do you have that exact number?
I think it was 185 but like, how do you figure that whenever it's virtually? It's kind of tricky. So I just counted the people that I sold product to. So
I mean, how many of you would like to sell product to 185 people in 3 months? Me. So we're gonna count that with you, Leah, because that's pretty exciting. Well, Leah, I'm gonna let you take it away, my friend. And then if you want to leave us like just a few minutes at the end, we'd like to tell you what hits our hot buttons. So a couple of you at least be thinking about some stuff you want to share that really grabs you tonight, and then ask any questions. And we're gonna let you
yes,
take the floor.
yes, just let me know when I get to that point, or that'd be great. So
Okay.
oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. So good to
Yes.
get to see you. I was thinking it would be you, but I didn't know which Stephanie for sure. So
Oh yeah.
so exciting. Yeah, that's great. So and thank you for inviting me along. So it's kind of nice because I had another lady that I met at Superstar Saturday that asked me if I could do a Zoom with her today about this very thing. So it really helped me kind of prepare a couple of things to share. So but the main thing is boy, my Zoom party that I had when I first started, I had 5 people. And somehow I guess I got going virtually. I just thought I got to jump in and have some parties because I did not want to like I wanted to get to that 225 every time, and I was actually afraid not to. So I did it to begin with out of fear. And then after a while I got going and I was like, oh, I can earn jewelry. I had no idea. This is fun. Okay, I could get used to this. So that's kind of what started it. And I remember my very first virtual party I did. It was kind of fun because it was like a summer beauty bash. And I had everything written out. So I knew exactly what to say. And I'd go live just for a short time, like in the morning. I'd just say, hey, who's got their flip-flops? How many pairs do you have? Or something random like that, just to get the ball rolling. And I do this before my kids would wake up in the morning because they were what, like 1 and 2. They were little. So I couldn't have that I mean, I had interruptions. That's how it went, but I was trying to be professional to start, and it didn't always happen that way. But that's, I think, another part about whenever you start a business, if you can be authentic, it's really helpful. So that's kind of how I started my VIP group then, which if you're wanting to work virtually, I highly recommend that you have some sort of customer group. And honestly, I just do an engagement post in the mornings that I've borrowed from a lady, the Pink Community Post, I think it's what it is, or the pinkpostcommunity.com. She's actually a Mary Kay consultant. And so she'll share things that are, about Mary Kay products and stuff like that, and beautiful graphics. And so I just share one of those in the morning, and then in the evening, I'll do a product one, just to kind of get women thinking. And then as much as you can, get a chance to actually it takes a little time, but to comment back to the people that are in your group, I think it's so important to do that. So I guess the part that I'm learning the most now is how to set your phone down, because when you do work virtually, you could potentially be on all the time, and that's just not healthy for anybody. So I've learned how to kind of work with that. I'm still working on that, and my husband helps me a lot. He'll be like, "Isn't this like together time now?" Like, "Oh yes, I'm so sorry," and put it down. So I'm learning how to kind of schedule my day out. But so Jen just asked me to kind of share like how I book a party. And then also with the VIP stuff, maybe a little bit about that. And then I've got some scripts and some different ideas that I can send, because I guess there's some that are new and wanting to try this, or maybe because honestly, if I was going to sit down with somebody and actually do an in-person party, I'd be asking you the same questions, because I haven't really done that other than with my mom. So, and of course she's going to be wonderful because she's my mom. So, and my best customer probably. So anyway, when I first started, I was trying to grow my group. So I shared this idea of being, maybe you've seen being Miss Mary Kay of the USA. You're running for Miss Mary Kay of the USA. And so you want to try to, the ladies that might be in your group already, you ask them to help you out with getting ladies to join your group that are from all the different states. And if I'd been really diligent, I would have probably colored in every single one of those states as we went. But I'd send them just a quick little sample in the mail. You probably wouldn't even have to do that though. I mean, you could just have like some kind of a fun giveaway or something like that, just to kind of entice them in, because you can't give away the farm. And I was finding I was giving away so many samples with every single virtual party that I was like, I'm not making any money doing this. This isn't working. So I finally just had to kind of romance the products and say, oh, this is why you want to try this. This is the benefits. This helped, the miracle set helped get rid of my melasma from having babies, that kind of thing. And then for some reason, you just are there to service and help with a skincare concern, or, different things. And I didn't know the first thing about skincare products, even though I'd been using Clinique and stuff, but I just decided, okay, I'm going to just go and I'm going to learn. And if I don't know, I'll find out. So if you can grow your customer group that way, I think it's great. I always like to do a birthday, celebrate anybody who has a birthday. So that's probably a lot of you are doing that already. But if you don't know your customers' birthdays, I highly recommend that you ask them, because it's always a great way to, give them you can do a party with them as well. Like, have multiple hostesses at the same time in the same party, just celebrating them. And then they can invite their friends that have May birthdays. And it just it's amazing how many people like to party when it's their birthday that don't, if it's like not their birthday. So anyway, so that's just a thought. And then I know that I was hearing that sometimes it's a little scary to get started with doing parties if you haven't done that, or to go live. If you're not comfortable going live, just make yourself do it. I mean, honestly, I've had some crazy stuff happen while I was going live. and they're the funniest things ever. There's nothing you can do about it. I was going live one day and my daughter had pink lipstick all over her face. And it's like, well, here you go. This is what happens. So, it's fun to be professional and stuff, but it's also, you're more real when you can do stuff like that. So anyway, so just do it and don't worry if it's perfect. That's the best thing I can say on that. And you don't have to have long lives either. I find that so many don't have the time to watch a really long live. So if I'm having a party, I will maybe invite the hostess on a Thursday. I usually go from Monday to Friday and then give them time to shop Saturday and Sunday. And then if they need more time, that's fine. But so on a Monday, I'll just say, hey, welcome to the party. And then I'll show just the different, here's how you can win prizes. And here's the grand prize. And here's how that happens. And then I like to do in each party, I like to have like a random giveaway each evening just to wake up the people who don't even know they're in your party. And I was sending out like samples to every single person, like, oh, yay, you won a color card. And, and then I was keeping track. Well, I kept track and I think I sent out over 400 or something of these cards in the last few years. And I thought, oh, that is a lot. And I was writing individual notes and things. And so finally, just in the last couple of weeks, I decided, you know what, they won free shipping or they won a free little mini eyeshadow along with the purchase, because I just can't be, giving so much out, as fun as it is. And then if they do purchase, then they can get those free little goodies that way. So anyway, that's what I've found is working best right now, because shipping is so expensive. If you're able to do it, that's great. But I find that when you're doing it virtually, sometimes you just get a lot of people that want the handouts. And as much as I love to give things away, I can't give everything away. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to hear from you ladies after a bit here too, how you work that or different prizes. And then another idea for my grand prize, and then I'll share how you can invite people that like to be your hostess, is I do like I think I might even have it here, the little petite palette where you, here, I'll show you what I do in just a second. I have it handy because I was going to share in my next party. So and these are actually the ones I use. They're not pretty like they should be, but that's just kind of how it's working. Where'd you go, little guy? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, okay. So I will just say, hey, thanks so much for joining the party. I so appreciate you being here. Just for being here, you get in the random prize drawings and giveaways each evening. So be looking for that. And the more you participate, the more you'll get tickets towards the grand prize drawing, because I don't want to just give away the grand prize to anybody. I've done that before and that does not work so well, because then they don't purchase anything and then it continues on a cycle. So anyway, but sometimes you're just planting a seed, which is fine. Anyway, so then I'll get up there and I'll say, to get into the grand prize drawing, here is our petite palette. It is so much fun. And what's great is for each person that decides they want to book a party, we put in a little eyeshadow. And Mary Kay has these magnetic eyeshadows. And so they just pop in and pop out. For each one of you that decides you want to book a party, we'll just pop one of these in here. And if we have 4 ladies book a party from this party, then one of you lucky ladies will get to go home with this eyeshadow, or whichever of your choice. And so that's how that works. But guess what? We can make it even more exciting. We can move on to and when you first start, you probably can't just give this away, but as you build your business, maybe you can. So then we go up to the perfect palette. And then, this is how big it can be. And I once had a party with 11 bookings from it. And so this lovely lady got 11 different eyeshadows and all kinds of goodies in there. And she joined my team. So that was even better because she already had, free makeup to go along with all her goodies. So I do that. That's fun. And I say, and the ways to get into that is, number one, if you purchase something, doesn't matter the size, but every dollar towards that will get you into the grand prize drawing. Number two, if you say fun facts, and that means you want to know a little bit more about what I do and why I love getting 50% off of my skincare products and cosmetics. So then you just, and you can tell her too, if you want to just text me your 5 questions, that would be great, because for whatever reason, sometimes women would prefer to text you than to actually set up a Zoom call or a face-to-face, which is kind of sad, but it's just kind of how life is with busy moms or just busy women working full-time or whatever the case may be. So that works pretty good. They can get in the grand prize drawing, but then I don't give it away unless I have 5 orders, because yeah, that seems to work a little better that way. So, and then lastly, if you book a party, you can get in the grand prize drawing as well. So that's how I've been doing that. And that's been really fun. And I've been having that work for a while. I haven't given one away for a little bit though. So I don't know what's the deal, but okay. So let's see, how am I doing on time? I'm doing okay. Oh,
You're
got
doing
5
good, girl. You got about 5 more minutes. Give or take.
Okay. All right. So I'll just share a couple different scripts I like to use. And then, so especially if you're a new beauty consultant, this one's really great. You just, and I just put it on paper here so I can always shoot it to you if you guys want to see, but it's like, can you help me? I'd love to have you be my first on the calendar for the month of June or July as a virtual Mary Kay party hostess. Was wondering if I could add you. And then you say, send me back green, a green heart, which means yes, a yellow heart, which means would love more details. And then since, I mean, I personally, I'm a people pleaser, so this was my problem, but I don't like to send back a broken heart. So the broken heart says, now's not a good time for me. Maybe try back next month. And so then you just wait to see, what they might say. And I'm amazed at how many will actually send me back just one of those, as opposed to, if I just ask them. So anyway, that's kind of a fun one. I like that. And then the other one I've been doing too is the birthday, where I just literally go through my Facebook friends that I have and see who has a birthday coming up. And then I'll say to all of them, even if they're not my customer, any birthday plans coming up? I see you have a birthday coming up, and I'm throwing a virtual birthday beauty bash for everyone that has a May birthday. When you join the party, you'll unlock 20% off of any beauty products that you love and must have, which is what I give my customers anyway, for having a birthday for the month. But then they get in there, and then I say, and then if you invite 10 friends to join the party or more, then you can unlock 40% off of anything that you want. And so, or you can do the $100 in free Mary Kay, whatever your hostess plan is. And then I'll just say, I'll give you more info on how to invite them. There will be other birthday girls in the group too, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Can I invite you in? And then you just wait to see what they say. And I find if you leave with a question, then usually you'll get a response. So those are just a few things that have been helpful for me.
Girl, it's so good. I hope you were all taking notes. I wrote on a receipt because I didn't have my notebook.
Oh.
But I was like, okay, go. Okay, I love the hearts. Well, I like lots of things. I love that you let him text you the 5 questions. Okay, I won't steal everybody's likes. But you guys, because we want to honor Leah's time and we want to honor your time tonight, and you have the event at 8:30, I'm going to have you guys start popping in chat. So if you will go to your chat and put in 1 or 2 of these things that really you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Or if you have a question, I can read those. Leah, or can you see your chat okay? You're welcome to just answer them.
Yeah, I have been creating a group for the party, just because then I can go back in there and say, hey, there's a special coming this month, or remember me? So I haven't tried the event one, but that might be kind of fun. Oh, good. I like to try the Zoom parties, but haven't had anyone to do that. Okay. Yeah, you should give it a try with this little one of these scripts or something.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
She liked the heart emojis. A private group. It has to be, Jen. I think Mary Kay requires it to be a private group. I got messaged once because I didn't make it private on accident.
Oh, whoops.
It was another director. She was nice, but she was like, Stephanie, we're seeing all of your party content. And I was like, oh, let me go hide that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Janine loves the birthday bash. Courtney loves the heart emojis. Okay, yeah, Jen's right. How do you close them? So you've done lives and you've done posting and things like that. How do you close the party?
Well, so then I'll have my different, here are the bundles or the different things that you can find, but then I always send a private message to them afterwards, just asking them. I try to make it as non-confrontational as possible to say, hey, I'm not sure if you're planning to order from the party, but could you just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, to let me know what your thoughts are there? Because sometimes you can't even get in contact with them if you're not Facebook friends. Or I'll have, if you have a fantastic hostess, have them send that. And then I also show the 50% off specials, that they can get from just being in, I think, the May specials or something like that for every $50 purchase. So typically that's how I close them, is through just asking them if they're hoping to order in the next day or two. If that's if that's what they're
Through
thinking.
private
So
messenger, Leah?
yeah, privately, because I think if I, just like you would do in person, you want to privately talk with them about that. I ask them what their budget is. I also have a jot form that they fill out if they win a prize, and it shares what their skincare concerns might be, things like that. So then I have their phone number so that I can ask them, have you found something that you like that's helping you? If not, I've got some ideas for you. What's your budget? And then if they're interested in purchasing that way.
So that's fun. You do it as their winning thing, so you have their information to send their stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Smart girl. Oh, I was going to ask you, and then Carolyn has a good question. So do you friend request them or no? You just hope they see your message in the little thing?
I never friend request them unless they friend request me, because I've been friend requested in parties and I'm like, oh, that weirds me out. No, I don't want to purchase anything now. So
Fair, fair.
yeah, I'm sure you
Carolyn
could.
asked, how far in advance do you invite for the next birthday bash? So when do you start inviting for, let's say, June?
For June, well, I have been doing like every week during the month of June or whatever month, I do a party, so then I can have a couple hostesses each week. So if you do it just for the month, then I invite them usually like the Thursday before, and then just get started on Monday. So just a few days in advance to have a few pre-party fun hosts and finding out what kind of cake they like and stuff like that.
So fun. Okay, and
Yeah.
Spring's loving the emojis and birthday bash. Ah, Leah, I'm sure we could ask you a million more questions, but we so appreciate you. I know everybody's
Oh,
wanting to hear from you. We're just so excited, and you're doing some new stuff. I mean, you're taking what has already been created and just making it your own and giving us new ideas. And
oh, well,
we love you. I love you. Love
aw.
those kids, and we're just so glad that you were on tonight.
Oh, thank you for asking me to be here.